For new or refurbished laptops? Or do you need to have your PC repaired and maintained? Do you need accessories for computers or phones? Are you in search of a printer or decoder? Worry not. If you're in Mbarara, you can now get all this from PAL Technologies. Find us at former Nakmat Building, room 14, or call us on 0777 525820.
Are you planning on having yourself a computer soon? Or do you need to get rid of that fault in your current computer? Are you looking for a trusted computer solution center in Mbarara? Try us at Think Innovation Inc. For new and refurbished computers, computer repair and maintenance, computer accessories, networking, software installation, and web designing. Find us at Western Arcade, room AA51, or call us now on 0753 975042.
Do you have Uganda at heart? How about buying products made in Uganda by Ugandans from a Ugandan online shop anywhere, anytime?
Introducing GuzaUG.com, a one-stop center for Uganda's locally made products. Buy Uganda, build Uganda.
I am Uganda. So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods. You'd equally brave the risky streets, exposing yourself to the virus.
Cut the hustle. If you're in Mbarara, all your fresh foods can now find you on your doorstep. Download Let's Farm Shop app from Play Store to order now.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi obwahati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebiri kukorerwa hano mu Uganda ya www.guzaug.com.
Are you looking for new or refurbished laptops? Or do you need to have your PC repaired and maintained? Do you need accessories for computers or phones? Are you in search of a printer or decoder? Worry not. If you're in Mbarara, you can now get all this from PAL Technologies. Find us at former Nakmat Building, room 14, or call us on 0777 525820.
Are you planning on having yourself a computer soon? Or do you need to get rid of that fault in your current computer? Are you looking for a trusted computer solution center in Mbarara? Try us at Think Innovation Inc. For new and refurbished computers, computer repair and maintenance, computer accessories, networking, software installation, and web designing. Find us at Western Arcade, room AA51, or call us now on 0753 975042.
Do you have Uganda at heart? How about buying products made in Uganda by Ugandans from a Ugandan online shop anywhere, anytime?
Introducing GuzaUG.com, a one-stop center for Uganda's locally made products. Buy Uganda, build Uganda.
I am Uganda. So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods. You'd equally brave the risky streets, exposing yourself to the virus.
Cut the hustle. If you're in Mbarara, all your fresh foods can now find you on your doorstep. Download Let's Farm Shop app from Play Store to order now.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi obwahati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebirikukorerwa hano mu Uganda ya www.guzaug.com.
Are you looking for new or refurbished laptops? Or do you need to have your PC repaired and maintained? Do you need accessories for computers or phones? Are you in search of a printer or decoder? Worry not. If you're in Mbarara, you can now get all these from PAL Technologies. Find us at former Nakmat Building, room 14, or call us on 0777 525820.
Are you planning on having yourself a computer soon? Or do you need to get rid of that fault in your current computer? Are you looking for a trusted computer solution center in Mbarara? Try us at Think Innovation Inc. For new and refurbished computers, computer repair and maintenance, computer accessories, networking, software installation, and web designing. Find us at Western Arcade, room AA51, or call us now on 0753 975042.
You're watching a Youth TV, empowering you. TV, empowering you.
Today I'm joined by Mr. Solomon and Mr. Charles. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm Paul Charles Ndiabana, and I'm the Assistant Director of BUHUMURIRO Counseling Center, and I have my colleague.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Solomon from here. I'm a counselor here and was given a chance to be an administrator.
Okay, thank you. So tell me more about your group, what exactly you do.
Okay. This group, this organization has been in existence for 2 years now, and have been able to do quite a number of services to the community. And among the services the group stress and stress management we handle marital and the marital counseling. We're able to handle drug abuse and addiction, retirement counseling, terminal counseling, financial management and credit counseling.
So basically you handle all kinds of counseling that is required in the community. So do you have a target audience or it's open for everyone that is around the community?
Thank you. Our target audience are the youth.
Okay.
But of course we don't discriminate. That is for the general purpose, for the general community, but mostly want the youth.
Okay. So what kind of youth do you always have around here for counseling? What's the main problem in this area since you've been around for some time?
The main challenge is about drug abuse and then premarital counseling.
Okay. So what do you do about the drug abuse? How do you handle cases like that?
We've been handling very many cases with a number of professionals we have. Of course, the number is bigger than what you've seen. We are about 15 professionals, although some do part-time elsewhere. So we handle these people in quite a number of ways, but especially we assess someone, and others have been put under intensive counseling, others do come and go, but finally we have achieved our target because the majority are succeeding and we are proud of that.
Oh, that's good. So you said you're the administrator, right?
Yes.
Do you always give out opportunities or advertise opportunities for volunteers?
Yeah, I normally do that because, as Charles told you, we are like 15 or 20. But those people don't normally come here every day. So if you get opportunity somewhere and you go, I normally give opportunity to those people who can come and volunteer with us.
So how can the youth join you, in other words?
Sorry?
How can the youth join you in your goals and in achieving them and all that? How can the youth collaborate with you, in other words?
When you do counseling or when you're a psychologist somewhere, we can give you that opportunity to come. Even we give opportunity to those who wants to come and learn from us.
Okay.
We train you and you can join us as well.
So is the training free or you charge for it?
I will not say it's free,
Okay.
because we pay those people who normally come to train you. We give them facilitation, transport, lunch, but for me I may say it is free because I don't get too much money from you.
Okay, so this is an annual process or it's designed according to the funds available to you?
Yeah, exactly. We design the programs according to how we manage it.
Okay. So how do you reach out to people in the community?
Mainly we've been using posters.
Okay.
We managed to have a chance over the radios and televisions.
Okay.
But most likely, the people who knows this place as well will share the idea to others.
Okay, so what is the gap in your, you have moved around the community. What challenges do you face as you're trying to run this center?
And the big challenge is, like as of now, majority of the community are not aware of the mental health programs.
Okay.
It's very new topic to them, since though it has been existing, but to them, when you tell them something concerning mental health and how you can go about it, tell them counseling services, they feel like it's not so important. One is like, I can even counsel myself, or I can counsel a friend. So they don't take it so important that it's a service which is very essential.
Okay, so the problem is realization that there is a problem.
Yes.
So many people around do not accept that there is a problem.
Yeah, some do accept, but others don't take it seriously.
Okay, when you say don't take it seriously, what do you basically
Like
mean?
they don't value it so much.
Okay.
They don't value the service so much. They think they can stay without these services.
So all these services you have mentioned, they're free of charge?
They are free of charge.
Okay, so in case there is someone who is suffering, with the issue or something, do you go to their place if they ask you to come and visit them?
We've been doing such services, only that what we can do is to request for you to offer the transport for the counselors which are at your place, and that's all.
Okay. So tell us some stories, some inspiring stories of your work, at least one or two that really meant, you were working and you made a difference.
Okay.
Do you have any that you can share
Yeah,
with
we
us?
have a lot.
Yeah, one that really impacted,
Yeah.
and left a scene in the mind.
Okay. We had a couple
Okay.
who had wanted counseling, but of course one came first before the other. So we handled him and we requested him to bring the other partner as well. Though it wasn't easy to convince the other partner to come, we managed to give him some techniques of how we can upload the other partner, then make her realize that she can come alongside him.
Okay.
But finally they came together. So when they came, we looked into their issues, both of them, and at first the other partner, the other side couldn't accept that we can handle them and finish up their disputes. But finally, even up to now, they do come here, they bring matoke, they bring rice, they do appreciate, they are living in harmony, and I think since then they have never crashed again. They are like this organization.
So you did more of the unification. You united them.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So tell me something about, there has been COVID around. So how have you been operating your services during this lockdown, COVID?
Actually, when we took over COVID, it has been a challenging moment for us. Actually, we started in January, and then COVID came in March. That's like 2 months later after we had opened up. So, and they had ordered to close almost all gathering places, all schools, churches, and everything. And since this organization who welcome people from different corners, we had to close as well. First of all, we had to fear that maybe we might not continue, might contract the virus as well. So we feared first, and later on, after like 2 months, when we saw all medics were operating in the very condition, we were like, then we should resume and other people. It was in that stage that people developed of depression and anxiety, because this was a new challenge, a new disease in the area. People they were locked at their home places, whereby they were not used to be. So there were a lot of challenges, and many families were breaking up in the due course. Other children would run off from their homes because they had a trend which was unusual. And we're like, we need to go back, but observing the SOPs. So then when we came back, we started operating, and I think, though we are still fearing the disease, one could stand even more than 2 meters, as they are saying, but we started handling one by one, and up to now we are still receiving them. Though it was challenging, there was no transport means, so even our colleagues could face the challenge to come from a distance to come and meet a client here. So we remained with very few staff to manage a number of people here.
Okay, but you were operating as well.
Operating.
Yeah, if I'm to add on that, we actually used radios.
Okay.
We used it to go on radio stations. Charles managed to go to TV West to keep on sensitizing people.
Yeah, that's great, because many people were locked up inside.
Yes.
So what's your thought on children coming back, to the schools? We know that they also have mental health issues. There has been a lot going around in homes, and a lot of violence in some of the homes. And many people do not appreciate the fact that they need some bit of, help. So what is your thought? Because I know many countries do not consider this. They just bring back children back to, school without thinking that there should be policies where they should be trained and, brought back. So what is your thought?
Yeah, thank you very much. We have been doing awareness through visiting them to the school before.
Okay.
So I think we shall continue going to those schools, and we talk more about that.
Don't you think it's a bit wrong to just bring them back to school immediately after, them being at home for a long period of time? It has almost been a year plus, right?
About 3 years.
Yes, almost getting 2 years. Do you think they have been affected to a greater extent?
Yeah, what I know right now, a majority of them, their thinking had gone off the road, like off the school. Many think that they can even do business, doing business even right now. When a student is at school and then takes this kind of time without revising that doing anything concerning education, they feel like they should leave it out. But now it's like this time when the schools are open, we need to rush there and then and give them a package of how they can be oriented from the village where they've been, and then they focus again on academics.
So your team needs to design something that caters for them. So tell me more about the situation around, because you're in the community. Do you have people who come to you who have suicidal intentions often, or you just have people who are depressed, or they're minor issues in the community? What's the main concern? Do you have people who are suicidal?
Yeah.
And how do you go around with that?
First of all, we had, actually there are not many, because majority of them, when they have that kind of thing, even they do isolate themselves from others, others do deny, they feel like they are okay. But now when you get a chance and then someone tells you, what, if ABC doesn't happen, then I'm going to kill myself. Or if I don't get this, I'm going to kill myself. So once one realizes that he or she has that problem, of course there must be a cause leading to that circumstance. So when we identify one, that means we have to step in and then identify the cause and identify the possible solutions. Where possible, we do mentorship also to see that person doesn't relapse to that kind of thinking. And generally, when the person responds, that means that person can't kill himself or herself.
Okay, Mr. Solomon, do we all have so many other groups that do these services around and you're collaborating with them?
Yes. Meanwhile, we have VHTs, village leadership teams. We are working with them. We have Mayanja Training Institute. We are working with them.
Okay.
So we train those people to help us to identify those people we were talking about, those who have suicidal thoughts, family issues. So we collaborate with those people, VHTs, and now we are chairman LC1s, those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know there is a lot of stigma attached to these conditions, and a lot of issues concerning will my data be confidentiality? In other words, will it be safe with these people if I come into? How do you assure the youth that when you walk into our offices, everything that you say to us will be kept here? There's nothing. We will not find you in town and discuss about you. So how do you assure them?
First of all, professionally, all counselors are trained to not to just be talkative anyhow, Like you have to assure the client of the confidentiality, because it's a very big principle in counseling. Once you can't keep secrets of your client, then you don't qualify to be a counselor. So we assure them of that, and I believe even up where we are, we've been doing that part perfectly.
Since after the pandemic, has the number of clients you receive increased compared to what you used to have in the previous years?
Definitely, they had increased, and the most challenge, I think, was domestic violence.
Okay, that is during the lockdown.
Yes. So when they opened up a bit, when they had eased in some transport and some other sectors, so we had registered a number of people with the same challenge. Find children doesn't cooperate with the parents. The parents are fighting themselves.
Why do you think there is so much of this issue
of domestic violence?
Yes.
Mainly, this COVID has caused a lot. People, especially the families, find one man is living at home, maybe at 7, comes back in the evening at 7 or at 8. So when COVID came in, others were stopped from working, and now and even schools also stopped. One could have children, send children to school, go studies in a boarding section, comes back during the holidays, are taken back to holiday study. So parents, most of them never had enough time to stay with their children.
Okay.
Even like the husband who could go work and come in the evening had the chance now to stay at home. So during that process of who is doing what, understand, like one is like, oh, this is how you've been behaving when I wasn't around. So people, and the biggest challenge was they never had the money to use at home. Now they could develop wrangles mostly in that challenge. Maybe a woman wants salt, wants meat, wants what, which is not available. Instead, now the man turns to be bitter to face the world.
The words are not enough. Mm-hmm. If you're saying there was financial strain,
yes,
that by the time someone comes to you, the financial strain is already there. There is issues with the financial, system in the family. Mm-hmm. So with your counseling, do you connect them to groups that can allow them to generate their own income as an organization?
Yeah, if possible. Okay. Because sometimes someone may communicate to you and you see that the problem is not too big. So if it is not too big, we normally counsel those people to take heart. You sit down, you concentrate on some other things, not to go to financial institutions or to get loans and what. It can also bring problems. I can tell you, go and check those people.
What is the reason behind local organizations or own organizations just like yours not having collaborations? You always see them having ties with international organizations, but yet they do not have collaborations in between.
To answer a question, the biggest challenge about that is that you find that your goals are not matching with the other organizational goals. What you intend to achieve might be different from the other. For example, like for us, we are giving free services to the community. So you might find another organization is chasing for money seriously. When you tell him we can help someone here and there, you never know what is like. No, if you don't get cash instantly, that means we can't work together. Understand? So we have that goal difference.
Do you have job opportunities for the youth currently?
Currently, since like for this little organization,
yes,
we have them though at a minimum because right now we pull from our pockets to facilitate them.
So you're not a funded organization currently?
We are apparently we have no funds,
okay,
be it local or international. That's why we are limited in number of people we work with.
Okay.
And the people who are working here, they work voluntarily.
Okay. So most of the staff is voluntary and the rest is the permanent staff?
Actually, all are volunteering.
Oh, okay. So what was the reason of you coming up with this organization? What was the thought behind? Why did you decide to put up something like this, first of all?
First of all, counseling services, especially to other countries who value it so much than ours here, it is very expensive. Even to the services who are around Uganda here, when you want to meet a counselor, you pay high before you meet a counselor, and you pay before meet the very person before you get the services. So we found it challenging. First, some of us, we are never experienced that. I wanted the services, we never had money. Again, we were denied since we never had money to access. So we were like, now, why don't we sit and see how we can provide the services to our people? We are professionals, and we know what to do concerning counseling. Can't we help others also to be uplifted and be somewhere else? Then we made this BUHUMURIRO counseling.
So how many founders are you?
We are 3.
You have 3, okay. So how, if a youth, member of the community or any other member of the community has a project in mind, or has a proposal that can fit in your goals and all that, how can they get to you? Do you accept them to come in with
Yeah, we do accept. We have no problem. One can find us here at our head offices, and one can check for us on our website, www.buhumuriro.org, or one can find us on Facebook, BUHUMURIRO Counseling Center, and we are also on YouTube and Twitter.
Okay, what kind of projects do you always support?
Like
if people are writing proposals, what kind of proposals do you want them to bring to your offices?
Generally, we want a proposal which has that kind of helping, helping human being human, you understand? Like where you can do something, you can offer something to an individual at a minimal cost or at a free cost.
Okay.
And one of those charity organizations that are working with vulnerable people, if I say orphans, widows, we can allow them to bring at least, because for them we can collect something and we give it to them. You've seen outside we have a donation box.
Yes, sure.
We normally collect clothes and some other things. So if we get those proposals from those people, we can help them as well.
Are your services limited to a specific area, or you can accept anyone?
No, they are not limited.
Okay.
Actually, it's only that we haven't extended them due to our financial constraints, but we would like to have almost in every region have an office there, where possible even in every district.
Okay. Do you think it's a gap that you are offering, free services and people are not using it, even the organizations that are around?
The gap which is there is the sensitization part of it.
Okay.
Like extending the services to the community, penetrating, paying over the radios or televisions, it's somehow expensive, and it is limiting us not to sell our ideas to the community.
Do you communicate in the local language when you're sending out your message?
Yes,
Okay.
like when we go to televisions, radios, we normally speak in our local language for the people to understand.
Yes.
Because you heard Charles saying, our target is to find out those people who cannot pay
Yes.
for these services. And most of those people, they are local people. So we normally speak in our own language. That's why we visit other TVs of our local language, radios, and on Facebook we can write it in local language so that everyone can access.
What's the greatest, fear when you're running an organization? What's the greatest fear that you have? You have been in the field, and youth need to learn from you. So what's the greatest fear when you're running a center like this or an organization?
The greatest fear we have is the setbacks. Like you are trying to achieve something, and then other people are like, do you know what, you may not manage this. Look for a small house. This one is very big for you. You may not rent it, you may not manage it. So you normally have those setbacks. You are trying to say something to someone like, no, this one you want to manage it. Or someone is telling you, you are too young to do this. So normally face those.
So it's the community that's pulling you back most of the time.
Some
the people.
individuals.
Okay, some individuals. You don't listen to them.
Yeah.
What's your view?
Yeah, actually that's that, because since we started, most of the people, especially those who are old, they say, for us we have been in this system, we have never tried to do the same. For you, you're young, you cannot, do you think you will move on? But as you've said, we have given them a deaf here. We are still moving on, and move that, we have added there a rehab.
Okay, so you have a rehab?
We shall be doing that very well. We shall be allowing those addicts, drug abusers to always come and check on us.
What is the main substance that is abused? Is it alcohol, or there is any other substance that is in your knowledge?
Mainly alcohol, and then marijuana as well.
Okay. Is it gender sensitive? Like, is it a specific gender doing it more than the other?
Yes.
Which one is that?
Boys do it more than men.
Okay. Why is that?
I think depending on our culture, most girls don't normally move anyhow like boys compared to boys. So they end up, like boys moving all over around, they end up falling into those bad groups. And mostly those who are in adolescent, they want to feel like they are the ones on top of others. So they end up getting engaged in those groups, and finally they get exposed to drugs. Okay,
so it's the male gender that you put your focus on these days.
Yes.
Is it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, what else would you want the youth to know from, your experience and all that you have gone through? What message would you want to leave for them today?
The message I have, more first of all, the message that goes to all stakeholders within this district, within this country, even or abroad, they should engage the community as well, let them sensitize the community, let them show them the need for counseling services, and those who can manage, let them support us so that we can support the rest.
Okay. What do you say, Mr. Song?
May I call upon other NGOs to come and collaborate with us, since we are helping the community, even the government. According to me, I've been seeing BUHUMURIRO Counseling Center only in Western region giving free services. So I call upon government and non-government organizations to join us, and we take up something to the community.
Have you tried collaborations and they have failed in the past?
Yeah, to some, we have applied to some other organizations, and you wait for the response, and when in vain, you don't get it. So you feel like maybe they never got interested, or of course you can't force someone to work with him or her, and we keep on trying.
Are you trying to use your volunteers also to generate projects that can earn income for the center? Because it's very hard to, run a center with all these services that are very good, and helpful on your own.
Yeah, we've been doing it, and actually one of them is doing bakery right now.
Okay.
She requested to leave us and concentrate on that, and we are trying to even take other clients whom we organize and buy the idea to go and be trained from that very person.
And you pay for training, or they personally pay for it?
No, they do pay a fee for buying materials to use and maybe transport over there.
Don't you think do you have a toll-free number whereby people can access you?
Apparently we don't have it.
Do you feel there is a need for such a service? Are you planning on putting up one?
Yeah, we are planning to get a table phone.
Okay.
And have that line there with us.
Okay.
Because as we have told you, we are helping those people who cannot afford. So I think we need it for them to always get back to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other message you would love to leave for us today?
The message is from me, you should understand more of counseling and should always seek for it, because generally it helps almost everyone. We understand that at every stage, be it young, be it old, counseling services do help more, because even you see people who are living in harmony, they are utilizing the very services. You may counsel me or I may counsel you. Relationship.
So how would you, leave a message for the youth to come and join you? You're a volunteer, you're empowered, you're motivated to run the center. So how would you want the other youth to come and join you? Leave a message for them.
I call upon my fellow youth to come and join us, because what we are doing, it is very good, and we are helping the community. We are helping our brothers, we are helping our sisters. We don't want them to die. So I call upon them to come, join us. Let us help the nation. We never know where the world is taking us. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon and Mr. Charles. I am Amanjot Kaur once again, and these are the services they are offering. I hope everyone in the community utilizes these services. I also hope other organizations come and join these people and allow them to, help the community in the near future. Thank you so much for joining this show. This is the Community Focus.
Are you looking for new or refurbished laptops? Or do you need to have your PC repaired and maintained? Do you need accessories for computers or phones? Are you in search of a printer or decoder? Worry not. If you're in Mbarara, you can now get all these from Pal Technologies. Find us at former Nakmat Building, room 14, or call us on 0777 525820.
Are you planning on having yourself a computer soon? Or do you need to get rid of that fault in your current computer? Are you looking for a trusted computer solution center in Mbarara? Try us at Think Innovation Inc. For new and refurbished computers, computer repair and maintenance, computer accessories, networking, software installation, and web designing. Find us at Western Arcade, room AA51, or call us now on 0753 97 5042.
Do you have Uganda at heart? How about buying products made in Uganda by Ugandans from a Ugandan online shop anywhere, anytime?
Introducing GuzaUG.com, a one-stop center for Uganda's locally made products. Buy Uganda, build Uganda.
I'm Uganda.
So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods. You'd equally brave the risky streets, exposing yourself to the virus.
Cut the hustle. If you're in Mbarara, all your fresh foods can now find you on your doorstep. download Let's Farm Shop app from Play Store to order now.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi bwahati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebiri